بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد. So we're discussing from Hayatul Salaf different aspects regarding ilm. So last week we mentioned regarding having love for the ulama, and in here there's a few stories regarding some ulama and how they would respect their teachers and the adab that they would have. So Abdullah ibn al-Mubarak rahmatullahi alayhi, I mentioned his story on Friday. He's a very great scholar, very great scholar. Such a great scholar that people would flock towards him. And I mentioned as well that when he came to Raqqa, so many people came to meet him. Now the slave girl who was in Harun Rasheed's palace, she wanted to know what the commotion was about. There's so many people outside the palace or somewhere in the village nearby. You can see the dust flying up, you can see candles, you can see people walking with lanterns. What's going on at this time of the night? So somebody told her that there's an alim from Khurasan, Abdullah ibn Mubarak. He has come. And because of everybody in the gathering, people running to him to try to meet him and to sit in his gathering and sit in his majlis to learn from him. This is why we have such a large audience and a large gathering. So the slave girl replied, Hada wallahi al-mulk. This is the real kingdom. Harun Rasheed, he has these palaces, he has all these people in his gathering, but they're only there because of his fear and his money. If the money were to go away, they want to come to visit him. If they were fearful of some of the things that could happen for not doing as he says, but this person, he has a real kingdom. He's a king of the hearts. And so we say in Urdu, he's a Beitaj Badshah. He's a king without a throne. So once Abdullah ibn Mubarak, great muhaddith, he was a teacher of Imam Bukhari rahmatullahi alayhi. So he was in the company of another great scholar, Sufyan ibn Uyayna. So somebody asked Abdullah ibn Mubarak a question. So Sufyan ibn Uyayna rahmatullahi alayhi was present. Abdullah ibn Mubarak was present. And somebody asked Abdullah ibn Mubarak a question. So Abdullah ibn Mubarak, he didn't answer the question. What did he say? He said, Inna nuhina an natakallama inda akabirina. Now when we are in the presence of our elders, we have been taught, and the respect and the adab is that we should not speak in the presence of our elders. It's not befitting for me to answer a question when Sufyan ibn Uyayna is present. Understand? So this is how we have adab, that we should know when we should speak, how we should revere our elders, how we should revere those who are senior to us, our parents, our elders, our ulama. This is also very important. It's not just simply learning knowledge. It is about adab and how to, when we have this knowledge, how we behave with this knowledge. There's also another story that a person asked Abdullah ibn Mubarak rahmatullahi alayhi regarding a hadith. Regarding a hadith. But Abdullah ibn Mubarak wasn't in the masjid. He wasn't in the class. He was walking. So Abdullah ibn Mubarak rahmatullahi alayhi said, لَيْسَ هَذَا مِن تَوْقِيرِ الْعِلْمِ. Whilst we were walking, for me to discuss and to narrate a hadith to you, this is not the respect, the tabjeel of knowledge, he said. And then when Bishr al-Hafi, when he said this, he said, this is amazing. This is real respect. It's also mentioned regarding Imam Malik rahmatullahi alayhi, he would never narrate a hadith when he was walking. Even though it's permissible, it is permissible, but out of respect, Imam Malik rahmatullahi alayhi, he would make sure he has a bath before he comes to his lesson. He would apply itr. He would sit in the masjid, and then he would sit, and with great respect and honor, he would narrate the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. So we should also try to inculcate this in us. Number one is, when you have, in class, obviously you have to speak. You can't say, I'm not going to speak in class because I have to respect you. The teacher asks you a question, say, no, I can't speak. No, you can't do that. But when you understand, when should I speak? When should I stay quiet? Is it time for me to speak right now? Once Abdullah ibn Umar radiyallahu anhu, he was with Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam in a gathering of many companions. So the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam asked a question. Like a little question, like a trivia. So Abdullah ibn Umar radiyallahu anhu said, I knew the answer. The answer came to my mind. But I looked around and I thought, they're all elder people here. It doesn't befit me to speak. So nobody knew the answer. So after the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam told them the answer, and the answer to the trivia question. So when Abdullah ibn Umar radiyallahu anhu was going back home with his father, Umar radiyallahu anhu, he said, Abba, father, I knew the answer. So he said, why did you not speak? He said, it wasn't befitting for me to speak when there were elder people in that gathering. So just understanding when to speak, when to stay quiet, what I should say. This is also part of the adab of Rasulullah, adab of the ulama, adab of the scholars. And number two is, when we're in a gathering, we should make sure that we do tabjeel of the ilm, we do tawqeer of the ilm. We have wudu. We should always come to class with wudu. We should always come to class with wudu. It is narrated regarding Ibn Hajar rahmatullahi alayhi, he says, I have never touch a piece of paper without wudu. Ibn Hajar rahmatullahi alayhi, he basically, if you want to understand how good a scholar he is, you would have to spend a good 5, 6, 7 years just studying the works he's written. I don't know, 5 probably a bit less as well. He's written a commentary on Bukhari, he's written books on hadith, and great scholar. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He doesn't give qabool and acceptance simply on how clever you are. Yes, you have to work hard, you have to put in the effort, but along with this, there's so many other secondary things. Respect for knowledge, respect for paper, respect for hadith, amal, ilm, taqwa, adab, and all of these things put together, it's a large formula. Then Allah gives you qabool. So He said, I will never touch wudu, a piece of paper without wudu. When we sit in class, as much as possible, in our cultures, in our urf, the way to sit in class is like salah. This is how we sit in class in front of our teachers. How we sit in salah, the tashahhud position. We don't sit with our legs crossed. We sit like this. This is how we sit. We have respect and adab. Yes, when the Jibreel came to teach you, yu'allimukum dinukum, when he came, this is how we sat in front of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. So this is how we should sit in class. When we sit in class, we should make sure that we put the books in order. We have the Quran should be on top, then the books of hadith. Sometimes you see, it's very sad, unfortunate, people put pens and paper and the mic and a pencil case on top of the hadith books. This is not correct. This is against respect. Yes? And you say, well, it's not faraz, it's not in the hadith. Yeah, we know it's not in the hadith, we know it's not a faraz. We're not talking about faraz. This ilm that we're talking about is much loftier than it, has much more adab. Much more adab. And these are things which the ulama from the past have all done. And those who have been successful and who have been given barakah in the knowledge have done all of these things. So we should try to make sure that as much as possible, learn the adab of class. Without ilm, it's a very famous thing. مَنْ لَا عَدَبَ لَهُ لَا عِلْمَ لَهُ. If you do not have adab, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, His adah is He do not bestow upon you ilm. Ilm, you can memorize something, you memorize a few words, you can memorize poetry, you can memorize these things, but the nur of this knowledge, al-ilmu nurun, ilm is a nur. What does nur do? It goes through the entire body. You can't see it, but it just goes through the whole body. And this ilm will then make your fingers work in line with this knowledge. Your fingers won't do anything wrong. Your eyes wouldn't do anything wrong. Your feet wouldn't walk anything wrong. So the more adab you have, the more respect you have, then the more Allah will give you barakah. Do you understand? So these are all the things. And this is not you saying, oh, these are people who, Sufyan ibn Uyayna, a muhaddith who narrates, Imam Bukhari narrates from him, Abdullah al-Mubarak. No, he's one person I think nobody's done kalam upon. Everybody agreed that Ibn Mubarak is an authentic narrator. Nobody's done kalam upon him. The fuqaha, the muhaddithun, everybody reverse him. This is the adab of these kind of people. And today their names are known. And many other people, ulama of their time, maybe for some reason they were not the same qabooliyah. So we should try to make sure that we inculcate these qualities in our lives. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the ability to act upon this.